Yes.
Clear? So,
Yes.
how come you can earn money? Your parents will educate you, right? They will give you a proper training, proper coaching, and all that. That's why that's a process of converting a human into a human capital. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll just read it and you'll get an idea like what is this human capital?
Okay. Ma'am, what does latter mean?
Sorry.
In the eighth line, latter.
Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth.
Eighth,
This one?
ninth. Yeah,
This one.
ninth.
Okay.
Yeah, latter.
Later. It's later basically. They have just, added a T over here. It's later only.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to the next chapter, which is this. Not chapter, next topic. First
Mm.
of all, what is meaning
Meaning
of
of
human
it.
capital? Okay. So human capital is basically the stock of skills. Right now, I'm teaching you. Why? Because you can become a good doctor or something. Of course, you by learning economics, you cannot become a doctor, but a good economist or a teacher, right?
Yes.
So human
Yeah.
capital refers to a stock of skill. Now you are a human capital. So you have a lot of skills. You have expertise in a particular thing at a particular point of time, right? So
Yeah.
example, a person who is a doctor, engineer, scientist, they all are human capital. Then sources of human capital and the factor contributing to human capital formation. First of all, investment in education. You will educate that
Hmm.
person, right?
Yes.
Once you will educate that person, automatically that person is going to be very helpful to you because you will educate it. It is going to earn money, that particular person, and then that is going to help you. Then expenditure on health, right? So, for example, you have a lot of education, but on the day of exam, you are not well. So, is it of any use? For
No.
example, you are a very qualified doctor, but for example, today you had an important operation to do, but you fell well, ill, right? You are you
Huh.
a useful capital? No,
No.
right? So
Yes.
equally, you have to spend on your health as well, right? Like you
Yeah.
should have preventive medicine, for example, vaccination and all that. Curative medicine, like for example, you went well, so just to make yourself fit and fine. Social medicine, like health literacy and all that. You should tell people you should drink good water, hygienic water. You should not avoid, eating junk foods and all that. You should tell them
Yeah.
drinking water, good sanitation is very, very important. So these are the two things. Plus this on the job training. On the job training means, for example, I hired you for my company. See, though you are a doctor, but every company and every hospital is different, right? They need to teach you how their hospital runs, and what are the things you need to keep in mind, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So these are the things which you need to keep in mind, right? So over here, why you need to invest on the people? For example, you hired someone, you have to give them training so that they can work in a very good way, right? For example, I hired you and I said, start your work. I didn't guide you anything. You cannot do that, right?
Yeah.
You will be
Yes.
working, but not with that efficiency, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Similarly, you need to do the on-job training. Plus, over here, either you can provide them in campus or out campus job the training. Okay. Then migration. For example, I am somewhere migrating to from Mumbai to Kerala, right? So I need to keep in mind my things. Yes,
Huh.
that okay,
Yes.
I need to get the expenditure done by the company. That
Yeah.
will help me. That for example, you told me that ma'am, I'm not going to give you anything. right? So
Yeah.
at that time, is it okay? So no, I will not be interested to join your company, right? Because you are not giving me anything. So why will I join your company, right? So this is what you have to keep in mind, that okay, ma'am, you should at least provide them the things that they are basically ready to accept the offer. Then information of the labor market. For example, you are a doctor, right? And you are telling me, ma'am, you went for an interview over there. You told me that I'm okay to work for 10,000 rupees per month. See, you
Okay.
are a doctor. Your salary should be 1 lakh and above, right?
Oh,
Not
okay.
work
Yeah.
for 10,000. If you are not aware of your value in the market, then anybody can hire you, right? But you are not aware,
Yes.
have human capital. You should know your capital worth in the market. What is your capital worth? Okay, doctor usually high charges for this and this, right? For example, you just went to purchase a mobile phone. See, every
Yeah.
Android phone, they have different value. iOS phone, like the Apple and all that, they have the different,
Yes.
right? You took 5,000 rupees with you, and you went that I want to buy purchase a iPhone. Is it not possible, right?
Yeah.
You should, before visiting the store, you should know the market value of that product. Similarly, if you are working for someone, you should know your market value. What is your value? Okay.
Yes.
So now you will just quickly read it out. You just have to read
Okay.
everything. Okay, every
Okay.
line.
Okay.
And in case you're
Okay.
not getting it, you let me.
Yes. Okay. Acquired ability and an outcome of deliberate investment. What do you mean by that, ma'am?
Aware.
Um, thus the human capital
Hmm.
represents that third line.
Okay. So this is basically acquirement, getting the ability, right? So
Yeah,
that you can deliver
acquired.
yourself.
Then the deliberate meaning, ma'am.
Hmm.
Deliberate
Deliberate means
investment.
like you should know. For example, I am teaching you. I know.
Uh,
Why I am teaching you? Because I know you are capable to become
oh,
a doctor,
okay, okay.
right?
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
why that I know that deliberately.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Mm. Yes, ma'am. Yes. My ma'am wrote me, my economics class teacher. In the
Yes.
class, she gave me this small notes of this human capital and the investment in educations and also like I know this concept very well.
Okay, very good. Then you just read it then, right?
Yeah, I did. I
Just
just did.
read it. Yeah.
Yes.
I just give you a brief thing. You can just read it. Okay.
Yes.
Like this one,
Yes.
and we will just cover it soon. Like in this
Yes.
class only.
Yes, but I did had a kind of doubt in the on job training. I did had.
Okay, okay. See, on job training is basically I hired you, right?
Hmm.
Now
Yes.
you have to, I will be spending on money on your skills and all that, right? So it means, for example, I hired you. Of course, there will be some seniors. I have two things. One, I can hire someone who will be, training you like a trainee, right? Or I can tell the senior to guide you, right? Getting the
Yes.
point? Yeah. So these
Yeah.
are the only two things that you need to keep in mind. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Yes. Uh. Yes, ma'am. Done. Ma'am, what is the fifth one?
Expenditure on
Expenditure.
migration. Like, so for example, someone is searching for a job,
No, ma'am.
right?
Fifth one. The fifth point,
Okay,
number
this one.
four.
Okay,
Yes.
this is basically you should know, you should have a knowledge about your value,
Huh.
right?
Okay.
For
Yeah.
example, you
Yeah.
are going for a dog, you are a doctor. You can ask for 1
Yeah.
lakh rupees. But if,
Yeah.
for example, you are a serviceman, you cannot ask for 1 lakh rupees, right?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, ma'am. You can explain the next topic to me.
Okay, now
Human
next is
capital and
this the
development.
difference
Yes.
human capital and human development. So quickly read it.
Okay. Human. Yes, ma'am. I need explanation in this.
Okay. See, human capital considered as the education and the health as a means of increased labor productivity, right? That means you are someone whom I will educate, right? But
Hmm.
human development is basically it's an idea. For example, I'm not going to do it. Once you get it, that I will say that you are this is a human development. Clear? That's the
No.
point. And
No, I
then
don't know.
no, didn't get.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
You didn't get.
Yes, I didn't get it. I don't understand.
Okay. Okay. I thought no, mama, I got it.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So see, human capital is basically I am teaching you. Why? Because I want to increase your productivity, right?
Huh.
But human development is nothing like that. It's not like, for example, you were 5 centimeter. Now you are 10 centimeter. Your height increased, right? That
Mm-hmm.
is also human development, right? It doesn't mean whether you are educated or not. That is a human development. But human capital is basically like human development is how long you are living. For example, earlier you were 10 years old. Now you are 12 years old. So that again, it's a human
Okay, human
development.
development basically. Okay, right.
This means
Yes.
basically why I'm teaching you because I am investing in my because I want to enhance the output of goods and services. Right? Here it is
Hmm.
you are eating. Why? Because you want to develop yourself. Right? If you will not
Yeah,
eat, you
right.
will not grow. Right? You
Yeah.
have to take care of
Hmm.
your health, your even your education. If you will not read, right? Here your motive
Yeah.
is to earn money. But here, if you will not read, if you will not
It's about
get
the
education,
development.
you will not
Right.
promote it to next class, right?
Yeah.
So now read
Yes,
it.
ma'am. Understood. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Done. Understood.
Okay. Now coming to the next one. This. This is physical capital and human capital. See, physical capital is basically like, you are going to sell something. Earlier you have two chocolates, now you have 10 chocolates. Right?
Hmm.
Human capital is earlier I have two doctors, now I have 10 doctors. Getting the point? Right? Human
No.
capital means, see, physical means you have 10 chocolates or 10 mobile phone, now you have 20.
Okay.
Right? But human means I have 10 doctors. But now I have 20 doctors.
Oh, okay.
Right? Human capital
Okay,
means
right.
in
Yeah.
terms of human beings.
In sense of human beings,
Right?
physical is
Physical
sense of
means the goods
things.
and service, goods.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Done.
Now, then next one. For example, you have a chocolate. I can separate it from the owner.
Yeah, but human
But
capital
human
cannot
capital, you
be.
cannot. Right? You are a doctor.
Yes.
You cannot say just give me your skills. You know,
Yeah.
possible.
Yes.
So over here, they can be completely mobile. Right? You can easily share
Uh,
it through the courier and the human capital can be, but some restrictions are there: nationality, visa, passport, so many things.
yeah.
Right? Over here, if you will continuously use it, of course, they will deprive, right? Their value will
Mm,
reduce. You have mobile phone right now, it will reduce. But human
yeah.
capital, they will not reduce until and unless they are aged or overaged.
Yeah.
Over
Yes.
here, it basically the price product. It increases or decreases, but the value over here, it's same,
Yeah.
right? It depends on basically the private and For example, you visiting a private doctor, you have to pay high fees. But if you are
Yeah.
visiting a government hospital or the government doctor, you have to pay less, like this.
Yeah. Yes. We don't have. I won't read, ma'am. I'll read after when you share me the PDF. You can explain me
Okay,
the
okay,
next topic
okay,
because
okay,
I'm kind of thorough to this. So
okay, okay.
yes.
Now over here, then what you will do, you will just read it, right? What you are
Mm,
not getting, I'll just explain. You can
okay.
just give it a rough reading.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, I know this. You don't have to explain. Ma'am, the second point, efficient use of physical capital.
Hmm.
Uh,
This one.
yeah, explain me now a little bit.
Over here, if you are a skilled doctor,
Uh,
right? Only then your value will be there. Na? If you are
yes.
not skilled, then sorry, your value is not there.
Okay.
Right? Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Key role in development strategy.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You don't have to explain this. I know.
This is very important.
Yes, ma'am. I need explanation this. I guess this is the point she explained and I listened and now I don't know. The
Okay, so you want
relationship
the
is I
explanation?
don't remember. Yes.
Okay. So over here, what is the relationship? Is basically that if you are educated, if you have a good human capital, right?
Hmm.
Economic growth will be automatically, right?
Yes.
Plus, if
Yes.
you have more healthy person in the life in your country, then of
Mm-hmm.
course again more economic development is there,
Economic. Uh-huh.
right? So this is what.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Ma'am, what do you mean? Like the how to pronounce that? Empirical evidence. What do you mean by that, ma'am?
Empirical evidence, yeah. Evidence is basically what is being followed, right?
Okay.
From so long. So empirical evidence to prove the increase in human capital cost economics. So these, how come you know that? Because of if human capital will increase, economic growth is there because of the empirical evidence, the previous evidence. We have seen if a country, we have compared all the countries. If a country who has good human capital and all that, they have automatically increased economic growth.
Yes. Ma'am, what is like growth is rather nebulous. What do you mean by that?
Hmm. A growth is basically in terms of number, but development is not terms of number.
Nebulous. How do you pronounce that,
Nebulous.
ma'am?
Nebulous is basically like
Nebulous.
numbers.
Okay. Numbers. Okay. Okay, ma'am. This the measure. This may be because. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. You don't have to explain this. Yes, ma'am. Explanation, ma'am. I don't remember this.
Okay, it's nothing like that. It's basically over here they are talking about the report. So you just have to
Hmm.
remember the report. One is Global Growth Center, which publishes the report and they tell you know, how human capital is increasing in a country and how they are achieving the GDP, right?
Hmm.
And other is World Bank. Basically, in the recent report, they just preview India and the knowledge economy, right? So they just tell you which are your strengths and which are the opportunities in India, like this. So you don't have to remember everything. You just need to remember that there are two reports. That's it.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Yes. The next topic then. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You don't have to explain.
You need the explanation?
No. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I need explanation on this one. The formation. I don't know.
Okay. So let's just see the explanation for this. So over here, why need of government intervention in education and health sector, right? So why government need to put the intervention? So first of all, expenditure on education and health makes sustainable long-term impact and they cannot be easily reversed. Hence, government intervention is essential, right? So see, expenditure and health are something which is very, very important, right?
Hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
why government need to put efforts over there so that people don't change it. Then second,
Okay.
in a developing country like ours, large section is poor, right? So over
Hmm.
here, you have to keep in mind that not everybody can afford the high-fi class, education
Yeah.
and everything. So government need to intervene over there as well,
Yes.
right? So this is the thing. And then,
Okay.
yeah, there are few commissions like National Council, NCRT, and then IAECT, which basically takes control of the education sector and took over this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now just read it. Just read the explanation. You will get it.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, you don't have to explain this. Yes, ma'am, you don't have to explain this either. Yes, you have to explain this.
Okay. So over here, they have just, you don't have to remember anything. You just have to
Okay.
understand that first of all, the percentage of expenditure, right? And then
Hmm.
the percentage of gross GDP. This is the basically data that during this they did this, during this they did this, like this. Okay.
Okay.
Just give it a reading. This is the last thing we are doing. And then I'll just share the PDF. You have just the data. You just read it out from your own.
Okay. 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 Ma'am, I wanted to ask that on Friday, the 2 to 5 o'clock something, or 2 to 4, I guess, are you doing that still, ma'am?
No, yes, yes, I'm doing that.
Okay. Ma'am, inshallah, maybe on Friday I'll try to join that class, ma'am.
Okay, okay.